The next time you fly, your plane ticket might not be enough to get you past the airport doors. Starting February 1st, millions of travelers are going to get hit with a surprise fee they've never heard of. It's called TSA Confirm.ID. And if you don't have the right ID, the TSA will charge you $45 just to prove you are who you say you are. No refund, no exceptions, no flight. Most people think this won't affect them, but the real ID deadline passed and the TSA has already confirmed that millions of Americans still don't have a compliant ID, meaning this fee is about to hit way more people than anyone realizes. And today I'm going to show you exactly who has to pay, how to avoid getting stranded, and the single document that makes this new rule completely irrelevant. Let's break it down. For almost 2 decades, if you showed up to the airport without your ID, the TSA would help you out. They'd verify your identity for free using a form, a few questions, and a database check. It wasn't fast, but it worked, and it didn't cost you $1. But the TSA has officially replaced that old system with something new. It's called Confirm ID, and it moves identity verification off the shoulders of human officers and into an automated DHS system. It's essentially a self-service background check, except you pay for it. The biggest shock: when the TSA first proposed the fee, it was $18. Quietly, without any major announcement, it jumped to $45. And it applies to anyone who forgot their ID, lost their wallet, had their license stolen, only carries a non-compliant ID, has an expired real ID, or has an ID the scanner can't read. If your ID doesn't meet real ID standards, or the system can't verify you instantly, you pay. And this is where the traps begin. Here's the part no traveler expects. Once you pay the $45, you're not guaranteed a flight. If the system fails to verify your identity, and yes, false negatives do happen, the TSA keeps your money. You stay at the airport and you miss your flight. There is no appeal process. There is no supervisor override. There is no refund. It's a paid attempt, not a paid verification. And this is why so many travel experts are calling Confirm ID a soft penalty for anyone who isn't real ID ready. Even worse, the $45 fee doesn't cover your entire trip. It covers one direction. If your round trip is longer than 10 days and you still don't have a real ID or a passport, you'll pay another $45 just to fly back home. Families of 4, that's $360 in unexpected fees just because someone forgot a wallet or didn't upgrade an ID in time. TSA isn't calling it a fine, but functionally that's exactly what it is. Let's make this worse. Most Confirm ID kiosks only accept cards. Some airports are already rolling out cashless security lanes, meaning that if your card isn't working, you're done. You miss your flight over a payment issue. And yes, TSA's own documents confirm that travelers will be directed to pay Gov to complete the transaction. Picture this. You're late. You're stressed, your flight boards in 22 minutes. And before you can even reach the conveyor belt, you have to pull out your phone, create a Pay Gov account, type your card number, wait for confirmation. It's a traveler's nightmare disguised as an upgrade. There are only 2 foolproof ways to avoid this new rule entirely. The first is the obvious one, a real ID with the star in the corner. But here's the catch most people miss. States are still reporting delays, long appointment wait times, and backlogs. Many Americans simply aren't going to have their real ID in time. Which brings us to the second and far better solution. Use your U.S. passport instead. A passport instantly bypasses the Confirm ID process. No fee, no deadline, no kiosk, no 10-day timer. It is the most powerful form of ID you can carry for domestic travel. Even a passport card works and costs less than a full passport book. If you want a 100% guarantee you'll never pay this $45 fee, a passport is the safest move. Yes, Apple Wallet and state digital IDs are rolling out across the United States. And yeah, some airports accept them, but here's where travelers get burned. Not every TSA checkpoint is equipped for digital IDs. Not every airline station is synced. And if your phone dies, cracks, or fails to load the QR token, you're back at the Confirm ID kiosk paying $45. Digital IDs are convenient, but they are not foolproof. If you rely on one, always carry a backup physical ID so you don't get rerouted into the fee lane. Here's something most travelers don't understand. Confirm ID wasn't really designed for forgetful passengers. It was built for security. The TSA has repeatedly said that the old manual verification system was resource-intensive, vulnerable to human error, and inconsistent across airports. Agents in different states used different procedures, asked different questions, and relied on different databases. Confirm.ID creates a uniform national standard, shifting the entire identity verification burden into DHS systems. From a security standpoint, it makes sense. From a passenger standpoint, it means your ID mistakes are now expensive. This new system is part of the broader post-Real ID transition, a long-term push toward automated centralized digital identity verification. And Confirm.ID is just the first step. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who flies soon, especially in February. Millions of people are about to get blindsided by this rule, and you don't have to be one of them. Subscribe for more 2026 travel updates. And check the description. I've linked a full Real ID checklist, so you know exactly what to fix before your next trip. Airports are filled with secrets. Secrets that most travelers never even realize. From hidden airport tricks to the surprising list of newly banned items, some of which you'd never expect. Let's dive into the secrets they don't want you to know. And airlines, they have their own tricks to quietly squeeze more money out of you. Stick around because once you learn these secrets, you'll never look at airports the same way again. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button because trust me, they won't tell you this. Ever felt oddly relaxed while waiting at your gate? It's no accident. TSA and airports manipulate your emotions and your wallet. Lower ceilings, dim lighting, soft carpets. These cozy touches make travelers feel more at ease, reducing stress and anxiety. Studies show that calmer passengers spend 7 to 10% more in duty-free stores. So that comfy lounge area, it's a carefully crafted psychological trick. And here's another mind-blowing fact. Airports intentionally make walking distances longer by designing terminals in a way that forces passengers to pass as many shops as possible. Ever wondered why you're forced through duty-free zones after security? It's called the Golden Walk strategy. Airports make billions by ensuring passengers unconsciously browse and impulse buy. Next time you're at an airport, look around. You're walking through a carefully designed money trap. You hand over your suitcase at check-in, but have you ever wondered what happens next? The truth. Once it leaves the check-in counter, even airport staff don't track it. Your bag is sorted by machines using barcode scanners to send it to its destination. But luggage disasters happen every day. Here's what could go wrong. It moves too slowly. It misses your connecting flight. It moves too fast. Your bag gets to your destination before you do. You forgot an old luggage sticker. Your bag could end up in a completely different country. Luggage tracking hack. Always take a picture of your bag at check-in. If it's lost, having a photo helps staff find it faster. Also, use an AirTag or GPS tracker. Many travelers have recovered lost luggage this way. That airplane meal in front of you, it's been planned a year ago. Airline menus aren't created overnight. They're tested, optimized, and cost-cut to the extreme. One airline saved $40,000 just by removing a single olive from their salads. Multiply that by millions of flights, it's a fortune. Behind the scenes, massive airport kitchens operate 24/7, preparing food 6 to 10 hours before takeoff for multiple airlines at once. Why does airplane food taste weird? Your taste buds dull by up to 30% at high altitudes. That's why airlines add extra salt and seasoning to meals. Otherwise, everything would taste bland. Ever been asked to rub your hands on a cloth at airport security? No, they're not checking for germs. They're scanning for trace chemicals. Security machines memorize scents of dangerous substances. If there's a match, the alarm goes off. Another hidden security trick is that some airports use facial recognition AI to spot potential threats, sometimes before you even reach the gate. The TSA liquid rule loophole. You can bring frozen liquids through security. Breast milk, medications, and baby formula are allowed over 100 milliliters. Just declare them. Think VP lounges are only for first-class travelers. Think again, many airports sell 24-hour VP lounge access for less than a hotel room. What you get? Free food, drinks, showers, and quiet spaces to rest. Some credit cards give you free access to airport lounges, even if you're flying economy. Bonus tip. Some airports have hidden passageways between terminals that only employees know about. At Frankfurt Airport, there's a walking tunnel between Terminals 1 and 2, but passengers rarely use it. Think those free airport phone charging stations are safe. Think again. Hackers install malware through public USB ports. The only safe way? Use your own charger in a wall outlet. Public Wi-Fi is just as risky. Unsecured networks can expose your personal data. If you must use airport Wi-Fi, encrypt your data or use a VPN. Hacker prevention hack. Carry a USB data blocker, also known as a USB condom, to prevent malware from loading onto your phone. Try to hate long security lines. There's a faster way through. TSA pre-check lets you skip lines, keep your shoes on, and avoid unpacking your bags. Flying economy, but want a better seat? Check seating options 4 days before departure. That's when airlines start offering upgrades, sometimes for free. Frequent flyer programs aren't just about collecting miles for free flights. There are hidden perks many travelers overlook. Did you know some programs offer exclusive access to luxurious airport lounges, even if you're flying economy? Or that you can get priority boarding, which means never having to stress about finding overhead bin space again. And it gets better. Frequent flyer members often receive complimentary upgrades, allowing you to enjoy the comfort of business or first class without the hefty price tag. But that's not all. Many programs partner with hotels, car rental agencies, and even retail stores, so you can earn and redeem points for a variety of services and products beyond just flights. So, next time you book a flight, consider signing up for a frequent flyer program. You might be surprised at the benefits you can unlock. When it comes to booking flights, timing can be everything, but what is the best time to book your ticket to get the cheapest rates? Experts suggest that the sweet spot is usually between 3 weeks and 4 months before your departure date. This is when airlines are most likely to offer the best deals. But there's more to it. According to industry studies, the best day of the week to book a flight is usually Tuesday. Airlines often release new fares on Monday evenings, which means other airlines will match these deals by Tuesday afternoon. This creates a window of opportunity for you to snag a great deal. Moreover, the time of day can also play a role. Booking flights in the early morning hours can sometimes yield better prices since fewer people are searching for flights at that time. And don't forget about the importance of flexibility. If you can be flexible with your travel dates, you can use tools like fare calendars to find the cheapest days to fly. Midweek flights are often cheaper than weekend ones, and flying on holidays themselves can sometimes be less expensive than flying the days leading up to or after. By understanding these timing tricks, you can save a significant amount on your next flight. Jet lag can be a major downside to international travel, but it doesn't have to ruin your trip. Here are some simple tips to help you avoid jet lag and make the most of your journey. First, start preparing before you even leave. Gradually adjust your sleep schedule to match your destination's time zone. If you're traveling east, go to bed an hour earlier each night. Traveling west, stay up a bit later. Next, stay hydrated. Airplane cabins are notorious for being dry, which can make jet lag symptoms worse. Drink plenty of water before, during, and after your flight. Avoid caffeine and alcohol as they can dehydrate you further. When you board the plane, set your watch to the destination's time. This helps you mentally adjust to the new time zone. Try to sleep if it's nighttime at your destination and stay awake if it's daytime. Light exposure plays a crucial role in regulating your body clock. Once you arrive, spend time outdoors in natural light. This helps your body adjust to the new time zone faster. If you arrive during the day, avoid naps and stay active. If it's nighttime, try to get to sleep even if you're not tired. Eating light, healthy meals can also help. Heavy or rich foods can make you feel sluggish and exacerbate jet lag. Stick to light, nutritious options to keep your energy levels steady. Finally, consider using sleep aids like melatonin, but consult with a healthcare professional first. Melatonin can help regulate your sleep cycle, but it's important to use it correctly. By following these simple tips, you can minimize the effects of jet lag and enjoy your trip to the fullest.